Hello my friend, welcome to L'Atelier. My name is Patrice Plante and I'm going to be your host and bartender for the day. So you asked me earlier if I could revisit the champagne cocktail. I'm very glad that you asked indeed, because I have one that I just created called La Modernité, which brings the tradition of champagne cocktail and Courvoisier Cognac with modern techniques. So first, we must speak about the tradition. So, you know, the champagne cocktail was served in 1889 at the inauguration of the Tour Eiffel. It was a sign of distinction. And in the Cognac, Courvoisier VSOP, you have a kind of a trinity of aromas. So you have almonds, you have fruit, and you also have floral notes. So what we're going to do is we're going to build our cocktail based on these aromas and based on the tradition of the technique, which is simply a spirit, a sugar, and a bitter. So now I'm going to crack my ice. With style, I hope. And I'm going to add 1 ounce and a quarter of our cognac. Now I want to make some accent with the almondy nutty flavor. So I'm going to have just a quarter of an ounce of my Cruzan rum. So the Cruzan rum was aged for the last year in a new charred oak barrel. So it has taste of almonds and cold coffee to it that will really round the force and the strength of the structure of the cognac. So now we have our spirit. We will add the sugar. I made a homemade syrup called Jean Cocteau because the artist was also born in 1889, but also because the artist loved to play with poetry, songs, and all sort of artistry things. So I'm going to bring with this syrup the 3 aromas of our Courvoisier Cognac. We're going to add 3/4 of the syrup. So what's inside? So you have a bitter rose that will reflect the floral aromas. We also add orgeat syrup for the almonds, and for the citrus, for the fruit, we use yuzu juice just to make kind of a blink of an eye to the Japanese people that entered modernity in 1889 because they hired French people to bring Japan to more modern times. Now we are left with the bitters. I love tradition, so I will use the Boker's bitters for 3 dashes because Boker's bitters was the first bitter to be used in a cocktail, in champagne cocktail, and because I love the aperitif and l'heure verte in France, I will add 4 dashes of absinthe bitter to have this anise flavor that will bring a kind of a je ne sais quoi to our drink. So we want to chill it first, and while we chill it, you must ask me, Sir, why there's no champagne in this cocktail? Indeed, there's none. So people used champagne back in the time to have this effervescence, this bubbly feeling. They wanted to party, you know, to celebrate another day on Earth. So what we're going to use is a modern technique to impart carbon dioxide into our cocktail, but without like diluting our cognac to keep its strength and to keep its aromas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the cocktail inside this tool, and I will force the carbon dioxide inside. So you need a chamber of air, and you need it to be very chill before you do that. So I'm going to add the carbon dioxide right now. And now it's time to be sexy, so you must shake it a bit with style, because you must force the carbon dioxide inside the liquid. Here we go. And now you'll see the liquid will elevate like this. We have a chill glass, a champagne coupe, and as you can see, the cocktail is very bubbly. It will mimic all the effect and all the awesomeness of champagne, but you will keep all the aromas and all the strength of this grape spirit inside the glass. Finishing touch, a bit of essential oil from the lime. Here we go. And we're gonna simply add a zest for garnish, like this. Here we go, a toast of Paris. Santé les amis. This is the cocktail La Modernité. Merci beaucoup.